Hello, everyone. We have a special speaker announcement for the 2026 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference happening April 27th and 28th in Grand Rapids, Michigan at DeVos Place Conference Center. And today I'm joined by Anthony Chara, an apartment investor and syndicator with 30 plus years in real estate. He's owned, partnered in, or syndicated over 2,000 multifamily units across the United States and internationally. Now, Anthony is known for a practical, numbers-driven approach for analyzing deals, improving cash flow, and scaling apartment portfolios responsibly. Anthony, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me on again, Brian.
Now, I think I kind of gave it away, but tell our listeners a little bit about the topic that you're going to be presenting on.
I'm going to be talking about apartment investing, multifamily investing, 5 units and up, and why people should be adding that to their portfolio this year.
Yeah, and what is it about this year? I mean, it's been a really kind of tumultuous past 4 or 5 years where we've had like huge ups, huge downs. Things sort of leveled off in 2025. What do you see for 2026? What are some of the changes you see? And how do you see like technology affecting that?
So first off, I think that 2026 is going to be bottoming out of the real estate market when it comes to apartments, and you're going to start seeing things turn around and go back up again, late 26 to sometime in the early 2027 year. One of the big reasons for that is, if you remember way back in 2021 and even 2022, interest rates were extremely low. They were around the 3% range, 3.5% range when it came to apartment investing. And a lot of those loans are maturing or ballooning this year and next year. And one of the things you're going to find is that because some areas around the country have slowed down when it comes to apartment growth, either because there's been too many units built in a particular market, or just the fact that there is too much supply, not enough demand, plus the economy has been softening. No matter what the government says, people are not spending as much money because a lot of their money is being saved for things like food that has gone up quite a bit because of inflation the last couple of years. So it's been a trying time the last few years for the economy in general. And so what we're going to be seeing this year and next year is a lot of the people that bought properties or refinanced them 5 years ago, when their loans mature and balloon, they're not going to have the ability to maintain those properties. So some owners will be able to. Some, if they've run them efficiently, they'll be able to refinance them. They're going to take a hit to their cash flow, but they will refinance them. Some of them, the only way they'll be able to refinance them is to put more money into the deal to lower their overall LTV so that they still qualify for a commercial loan. And some of them, quite frankly, won't be able to do that at all. And what you're going to see is some deals coming on the market that will allow people to pick up some pretty good deals in a lot of areas around the country.
Will you be talking about like what to look for and how to be able to tell what's a good deal versus what maybe you should stay away from?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that during my presentation. We only have, of course, an hour and a half. So I don't know how much detail I'll be able to get into, but I'm going to share as much knowledge as I can during that time period so that people are prepared and ready to go for what's going to happen here with the multifamily market. And it's one of the reasons I love multifamily is just because you have a lot more control over the value of your property with a multifamily than you do with some single family homes that you can get into.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing you talk about apartments. One last question for you. What is your favorite hack, tool, or app that you just can't live without?
Well, I'm getting more and more into ChatGPT and some of these other artificial intelligence software. We're working on some stuff right now where we're going to be able to take some of the deals that we're looking at and plug it into the software in order to figure out whether or not it really is a good deal if we're analyzing things correctly. So that's going to be pretty exciting for me. And then the other app that I use, and I kind of talked about this the last time you interviewed me, it has nothing to do with real estate. It has to do with maintaining my own personal asset, me, and it's a fitness app called Fitify, which I like because with all the traveling that I do, I can't always bring a weight room with me. Not all the hotels have weight rooms or a gym where I can work out. So it's really good for keeping me in shape, keeping the blood flowing and the muscles toned rather than just sitting in the lazy boy and wasting away.
Well, good for you. So I'm sure you'll be using it when you come to Grand Rapids at the end of April. Anthony, you're going to be speaking at the 2026 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference right here at the DeVos Place Conference Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You're speaking Monday, April 27th. I believe it's around 2:30 p.m. But the conference is both the April 27th and 28th. To learn more and register, go to MidwestREIConference.com. Anthony, it's always a pleasure talking with you, and I look forward to seeing you in Grand Rapids again.
Yeah, it's always a great time, Brian, and it'll probably be a little bit warmer than normally when you do these in February. So you moved it back a couple months, so that'll be nice.
We listened to you last time, so we moved it.
Well, I'm from Denver, so it doesn't matter to me, but most of your people, I'm assuming, are right there in Grand Rapids, so they're probably used to the cold weather too. But it certainly makes it easier for the commute if it's not snowy and icy for people to show up and learn a lot of great stuff at the conference. Yeah,
it's a beautiful time to visit Michigan, and we have people come from all across the country. So it's now the Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference, and by golly, we see people come from far away, further than the Midwest. So. We look forward to having everyone there. And once again, MidwestREIConference.com. Thank you very much.